Preparations are beginning. Your room is ready. Delicious culinary delights await you.
We're ready. Are you? We will welcome you with open arms. And what will you experience? The options are endless.
Outdoor adventures like hiking through a rainforest and discovering hidden waterfalls. You'll discover the colorful culture, art, and history of our cities and towns. Relax in the sun or swim in the turquoise waters at one of our pristine beaches. You'll taste a fusion of flavors from our rising culinary scene. Explore the history and flavors of our rum, coffee, and craft cocktails.
You'll experience the authentic feeling of a tropical island, but with the ease of a U.S. destination. That's because you will not need a passport. You'll use U.S. dollars. English is widely spoken across the island, and cell phones have bars. In Puerto Rico, you're not just invited to the party. We want you to dance.
So, what are you waiting for? Learn more at discoverpuertorico.com. Preparation.
Awesome. With that, welcome everybody to the second Ascent call that we're having here today. It's exciting to know where we're at. So we have some cool recognition that we're going to do a little bit later, but welcome to the call. Appreciate everyone taking the time out of their day to come in and listen to some of the qualifications, kind of re-up where we're at. We're just over halfway through all of the qualifications for Ascent. And so we just wanted to get on another call and have some experience with where we're at, who the qualifiers are, who's on pace, and also hear from some of those who have qualified already. We also have the opportunity to hear from our CEO today and also our director of events to talk to us a little bit about Puerto Rico as well. So let's get started a little bit. My name's Daryl Uramia. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you coming in and taking this time again. Use this information, especially if you're close to qualification or if you're on pace for qualification, to help out your organizations as well so that they can get excited about what we just saw and what can happen in Puerto Rico. I love the little narrator gal that was in that video. It's almost like a Shelley, but Latina a little bit, right? So it's kind of fun to see that. So let's just get started here. Just to reiterate a little bit about Puerto Rico, some of the qualifications and so forth. We're talking about ASEA Ascent Experience 2024. We're going to be at the Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico from May 1st to May 5th of 2024. And here is a little bit of a video that recaps what we'll be experiencing at the resort. Awesome. I love that. The view on that was fantastic that we see there. The qualification dates started in September of 2023 and end on the 22nd of March in 2024. So we've started. We're about a little bit more than halfway through again. And let's go through a couple of the qualifications just to get everyone on the same baseline of understanding, okay? So first of all, there's two methods that you can qualify. Method one is PGV plus your enrollment volume. And so here, these are some of the prize levels that you need in order to achieve those. So your personal enrollments, for example, to hit first prize is 4,000. Second prize, 3,000, third prize, 2,000, and fourth prize is 1,000 in personal enrollments. Your PGV growth for these prizes are 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, and for that fourth level prize, 15,000. So as an example, let's talk about the PGV3. PGV3 is your basic 3-level volumes of personal volume, okay, in your organization. And here is an example. So if my base volume was 10,000 when the qualifications began, and I wanted, let's focus on the fourth place prize, and I wanted to get at least to the fourth place prize, I would need to have a 15,000 incremental PGV3 needed during the qualification period that was 26 weeks. And I believe now we're at about 11 weeks left. And so your total PGV3 with your base volume and the incremental PGV3 is 25,000. If you were to look at that at the very beginning of the qualification, you'd look at 577 PGV weekly that you'd have to increase. So would probably need to make a slight adjustment to that now that we're looking at 11 weeks left in the qualification period, and basically divide that 25,000 by 11, and that would get you started to understand where you would need to get to by the end of the period to qualify for that fourth level prize. The second method is through consistency, and this is consistency through your paid as rank. So let's say you're a bronze, for example, and you come in at the beginning of the qualification at bronze. If you were to drop down to a D700, you would get half a point to start accumulating your points. If I maintain my bronze every week, I am going to get 1 full point for every time that I qualify at my rank. If I rank up or move to any other rank above bronze, I'd get 1.5. And if I rank up as well, I get 3 points. So any level above our target rank, you'll get 1.5 if you're maintaining it as well. And as you rank advance, you get 3 points per rank advancement. So let's say I hit silver after I'm at bronze during the qualification period, I would get 3 points that week. And if I maintained that silver for the rest of the time, I would get 1.5 points per week. So with that, if I could qualify and maintain or any combination of those, my fourth level prize would be 8 points that I need to accumulate during the qualification period, 14 points for third place prize, 17 points for second, and 20 points for that first place prize. So that is how some of the two methods of qualification work. Both methods do require the personal volume requirements as well. So make sure that if you're trying to go for that fourth level prize, you're still trying to hit that 1,000 PV or personal volume in your organization so that you qualify for with the points that you've accumulated as well. Just to give you a little bit of a background, there is in your VO a widget that tells you where you're at, where you're currently at as your prize level, your enrollment volume, where you're at, your paid rank points, as well your PGV3 level. So you can take a look at that widget and understand exactly where you're at. Another place that you can also go to get more information is the ASEAevents.com, and you can look at the North American Ascent and find more information there, download PDFs and flyers, also information for local weather and so forth. So there are some different areas of information that you can go to gather more information about your experience going to Puerto Rico as well. And with that, we have an exciting person that we can ask to come and talk to us about the Ascent. I know that he's done a couple of videos for the VO, one for the Diamond, but now we get to hear him in real time talk to us about Puerto Rico. So I'm going to turn the time over to our CEO, Scott Aldred.
Thanks, Daryl. Great to be on the call. I get tired of doing videos, so sometimes I'll be live. I shot a video a few weeks ago, and someone down in Mexico, Renee, that works for us, had that dubbed in AI. So it's actually me speaking Spanish with my mouth moving accordingly. So you can never tell if I'm real or if it's artificial intelligence. So today I'll just say we'll go with the real version. Great to be with you. This is an exciting trip. And I've actually been to Puerto Rico 3 different times. It's a great location. One of the interesting things there, and this actually relates to ASEA, is that when you go to the rainforest and you go up on the tower that was in the video, you can actually see where the Caribbean Ocean connects or touches the waters of the Atlantic. And they do not mix. So there's the really blue waters and then the darker waters of the Atlantic, and they do not mix. And the reason they do not mix is due to the salinity of the 2 different bodies of water. So that's your ASEA fact. Salinity matters. So salt is powerful. What a great opportunity for us to gather together and to come at this event. The lucky thing for me is I get to attend all the Ascent trips all over the world. And so this will actually be the first one that I kick off. And looking forward to seeing all of you there. If you're close on your qualifications, do whatever it takes to get there, because these are experiences that we build as a company so that you can make connections, and we can make connections with you. So it's a very unique opportunity for us to come together. It gives you something to shoot for in your business, and also gives us an opportunity that we'll be able to build one another. So looking forward so much for this trip and seeing you all there. If you need me to be live on a call to get you there, well, I don't know if I can do that, but I may send my artificial intelligence double and do a video message for you. So thanks so much for having me on the call, and really appreciate all you're doing. Keep it up, and we'll see you in Puerto Rico.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Scott. I appreciate that. I'm also pleased to announce that we have another person with us, a corporate person, Director of Global Events, Shelley Torato, that's going to talk to us about Puerto Rico. What is there to do? What is it going to be like in Puerto Rico? So I'll turn the time over to Shelley now.
Thank you, Daryl. And I am so thrilled to be on this call with you guys tonight. I'm so excited for this trip. As Scott was saying, I've been to Puerto Rico a couple of times, and it's really one of my favorite places in the world. And today, I'm lucky enough that I get to kind of give you an overview and guide you through all of the experiences we are going to have together in Puerto Rico. A big part of the reason we did select Puerto Rico for our 2024 Ascent is that Puerto Rico's charm lies a lot in the people, the culture, the music, the dancing, of course, the food. And when we're there together, we're going to experience all of it. A little reminder, Daryl mentioned this, but mark your calendars for the dates. We will be there from May 1st through May 5th, and we don't want anyone to miss out on this experience. While we're there, as you can see, we picked the perfect time to be in Puerto Rico. We will be there after the rainy season and before it's too hot to enjoy anything. So we're expecting to have about 88-degree weather every day. We want your trip preparation to be made easy. So if you are one of our friends from the USA or from Canada, you will not require a visa to go to Puerto Rico. If you are joining us from Mexico, or if you're traveling with a Mexican passport, please start looking into the visa process now, as traveling to Puerto Rico does require a visa for you. Our home base while we're on this Ascent trip will be the El Conquistador Resort. I apologize for my Spanish. This is a beautiful, scenic 45-minute drive from San Juan Airport. This resort is amazing. It's gigantic. It was formerly a Waldorf Astoria. Then they sold it to a privately held company, the El Conquistador. So it being a Waldorf Astoria, you can imagine how grand and beautiful this resort will be. At the resort, while we're there, there's so many amenities. To name just a few for you, you'll have access to a fitness center, a spa, there's tennis courts. As you drive up onto the property, there's the beautiful, huge golf course that's on property that you can participate in if that's your thing. We have 4 outdoor pools, a lazy river, and for the kids on property, or the kid in all of us, there is a water park on property. And to top it all off, we also on property have a beautiful rooftop bar. And when we're not dining together as a group, in your free time, you can have access to one of the 6 4-star beautiful restaurants. To make it easy for you, we're just going to put a credit on your room, and then you can dine wherever you like, whenever you like, and easily apply your credit to your meal. If you look at the screen, this will actually be your view from your room. So every single room will be ocean front, ocean facing, and every room comes with a balcony. So you're going to get to enjoy watching the sunset over the ocean from your own private balcony. I don't know if it gets better than that. This is probably one of the most exciting parts of the trip. I'm excited that we have our own private island to explore. So part of the El Conquistador Resort is that they own their own island. So you take like an outdoor glass elevator down to the marina. The marina is on the property. And then you take a super fun boat ride over to the island. It's about 15 minutes. And you can hop on, hop off, come back and forth whenever you like. The island is gorgeous. It's going to be private because it's just people staying at the resort that can use the island. It has a restaurant, it has cabanas, it has umbrellas, it has restrooms, and the ocean is the Caribbean side, and it's spectacular. And every time you get on the boat, you go back and forth, it just feels like you're on an excursion. So that's going to be so much fun. The resort does have so many things that we can do, but for those of you that are more adventurous, we do have some amazing options. You can explore the bioluminescent bay that's right next door to our resort. It's a natural wonder with a very cool glow-in-the-dark effect. So if you do take an excursion and go explore this, it's a night excursion and it's a kayaking tour. And there's only a few places in the whole world where you can have this experience. And then also very close to the resort is El Yunque National Forest, and that's the one Scott was talking about. So they do have the tower views of the ocean, the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean, or you can explore waterfalls, you can go hiking, you could have somebody just drive you through the national park. It's stunning. And it's actually the only tropical rainforest in the US National Forest System. So there's so many unique things about this area. We also want to make sure that we're all being immersed in the culture while we're in Puerto Rico. We will have a day trip all together into the city, into Old San Juan. There we're going to get to experience all the blends of the Spanish and Caribbean vibes. We're going to do a city tour with some really fun stops, some surprises. And then we'll give you free time in town. In town you can explore, you can shop, you can try some snacks, whatever you like to do. And then we will join back up as a group and go to a local restaurant where we can experience more of the culture and a lot of local foods. And walking, citing through this trip as we're all coming together and planning this trip for you. What we keep coming back to and talking about is an important part of this trip is our opportunity to connect with you guys. We're creating many networking opportunities where you can connect with our executives, our field leaders, and also with each other. We really do value the time that we get to spend together there with you guys and get to know you. It's so exciting because on this call, I'm seeing a lot of people that were on last year's Ascent trip, but I'm also seeing a lot of new faces. So that's really, really an opportunity for all of us to come together and just to get to know each other better. Of course, for all of us, special moments are when we get to recognize and honor you for your hard work, your dedication, and all of your achievements. We'd like to take a few very special moments, and would you join me in celebrating everybody on this slide that has already qualified for North America Ascent? Congratulations to all of you. We're so excited that you're going to be able to join us in beautiful Puerto Rico, and I hope that I get to see you all there very soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Shelley. Sorry, I didn't get that slide changed over as quickly as I wanted to. But these are those who have qualified that she mentioned, first prize. And you can take a look at that. I won't go through each one of them, but fantastic achievements that are happening already. There are about 29 people, 30 people that are qualified at this point in time. So fantastic. Keep focused on what you're doing. If you're there on this list, now you can start looking and focusing on, hey, can I get to prize level 3 or prize level 2 or prize level 1? Because you have some time. You've got about 11 weeks to keep pushing hard for yourself. And then also what we wanted to do is make sure that we highlighted those who are on pace. So we took about the top 35 people that are still on pace. I know that this is kind of a small slide and it's really small, but we wanted to include not only the names, but where your potential qualifiers are and where their current ranks are as well, so that you can see there are people all throughout the list that are from different ranking areas, but also from different areas of the region. These are the types of people that you're going to be able to take a look at and meet with and talk to as networking opportunities come. I'm going to leave this list up just a little bit because there's a few of you on this call that are on this potential list. I want to let you know that we are going to be calling you. Adela is on the phone with us or on the call with us today. We've identified these 35 people. We're going to try and call as many as we can possible. You're on this list because either you're almost qualified because of your PGV3 volume plus your personal enrollment volume, or the second mode, your consistency mode, you're almost there on points, but just need to keep going and keep qualifying at your paid at rank, and also hit that personal enrollment threshold to qualify for this event. So about halfway through, you have these individuals are about 65%, 70% of the way there in order to qualify. So don't let off the gas. You're almost there. Keep going. And Adela and I and a couple other folks that will be supporting us will give you a call as soon as we can to help you understand how close you are and what you can do to stay on task as well. So with that, we get to move into actually some fun areas. We have several individuals that we've contacted that we've asked to come on and talk to us about qualifications, how they got there, what they feel like Ascent is going to do for them, how it may change their outlook, and how it may impact their organization. So the first person that I'd like to have come on is our famous Stacy Cornelius, bronze executive, to come online. She is awesome. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she puts on some awesome posts as she gets down to the nitty gritty, down to earth. She put up a post about her qualification to Puerto Rico, really heartfelt as well. Did a little bit of a dedication to her mom. I loved that part of it. But please, we'll give the floor to Stacy right now. Stacy, go ahead.
You're gonna make me cry already. Oh my goodness. I was crying. I was about to cry during the video of what we're gonna get to do. I hate to say it, but I've not really got to go anywhere before, and this is awesome. But right before this was launched, my husband Teddy and I, we had made reservations to go to Alaska next year for my 50th birthday. I know I don't look 50. I know it. But when this was launched, I told Teddy, I said, look, I said, we need to qualify for this. I said, if we qualify for this, we're canceling Alaska. Some people might be like, well, look, free trip or thousands and thousands of dollars by ourselves. Free trip with people that we can't wait to hang around with just because everybody's just so positive and stuff. But what I did was I took my screensaver. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is my screensaver on my phone. My husband printed it off for me. So I took our daughter's picture off, and she's like, Mama, I can't believe you took my picture out of the screensaver. I said, I'm trying to win a trip, hon. I'll put it back on when we get done. But so every time I open my phone, that's what I see. And like literally every week I was, looking at the points. How many points do we need? And making phone calls because it's Friday night and we need some points to hit that lifetime rank. And because of that, incentive, I guess you could say, we hit bronze. So this just helped us even level up even further. And, we're talking to our team about it. I want them to go with us so bad because it's like you're working with these people. We do workshops every week and we see them and we're on the phone with them. And it's like they started out as associates, then friends, and now it's like family. And I want my family going with me. So, I'm encouraging, I'm hoping, but the main thing about it is if you're trying for this trip, you're going to move forward. There's no way you can't. So, it's just been huge for us. But I think the biggest question I have right now with, I told Teddy, we wanted to qualify for this before the first of the year, and we did. Of course, now, according to a great philosopher, if you're not first, you're last, if you know what I'm saying. So now we want first. So that's what we're striving for. But now the big question is, what's Teddy going to wear? I mean, what is he going to wear? Because we've never really been anywhere like this before. I don't know if they make cut off short overalls. We'll have to figure something out for him. But yeah, we're excited about it. So.
Hey, we'll make sure that there's some cutoff overalls or something for him. No worries there. We got to have Teddy there for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stacy. Appreciate you
you.
sharing that with us as well. The next individual that we have that we want to give a little bit of time to is our own Sherry Clark, Double Diamond executive. She's been with the company for quite some time. It's been awesome to get to know her and to work with her. She and Jack actually got to spend a little bit of time in the pool at Ascent in Mexico and talk with one of the individuals that qualified. She had a doctor that was there. We got to spend some time with him as well and his wife. So it was a fantastic experience. But Sherry, I'm going to give some time over to you and Jack and just share how important it is to get to these events and let us know your feelings about attending as well.
Thank you.
Well, I usually open for Sherry, so I guess I will do it again. I wasn't supposed to be here. I had another appointment, but it canceled. So thank you, Lord. First off, I want to congratulate you, Stacy, on your achievement and also for wearing blue today, because today is the day that we support what the Advancing Life Foundation supports, which is ending human trafficking. And everyone wears blue to celebrate that on this day. So congratulations to those wearing blue, and those that aren't, you can still put it on. Anyway, I just want to tell you that my wife is the most competitive person on the planet, and I support that competition always. She wins everything that she can win. We just recently won double diamond because she is so effective at what she does. But if you want to go up in rank, and if you want to succeed in this company, you go rub elbows with the executives at Ascent. You earn this, not win, earn this in any way that you can. Because when you earn it, you're helping people have a better life. And what's the mission for the company? To better people's lives. And that is our mission also. So off to you, Sherry.
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't know where you got that picture, but could you send it to me?
Sure. You bet.
I do not remember that at all. And it's so nice to see a Sherilyn Turley on here. I'm a Sherilyn, and we are rare in the world, so that was kind of cool. Stacy, you're awesome. I'm really excited for you, and we've earned the trip all 8 years. Sad that Croatia got canceled 2 years in a row. If it's free, I'm there. No trip is more fun than free. I mean, doing it on your dime, always. And so being able to do the diamond trip as well. But the minute the rules come out, I take a sticky note. I've done this every year. And what I need to do, and I don't have fourth place on there, I have first place on there. And it's what I need to do to make it happen. And then I have the diamond trip right below it. And then I have diamond lifestyle right below that. And that day, all of that was listed. And then I take and I divide that out by how many weeks are in the whole contest. I don't look at it and try to catch up the back half. We knocked fourth place out in 6 weeks. And I want to thank you at corporate for putting in there that we could qualify at rank. Last year, it took us to the very last week to do it with PGV3 because we had opened our team in the UK and it went crazy. And I had no more of me to give to the front line to sponsor. And so, that's always the hardest part for any leader with a bigger team is our own time left and energy of ourselves to give to so many thousands around the world. And to be able to do it by being consistent and to knock that out and be there with our teams. And Dr. Mark made his reservations for Puerto Rico last night. He's on the cusp. But he's already made his plane reservations, mind you. So he will be there again. We'll see you in the pool, Daryl.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jack and Sherry. You're always an inspiration to us. So thank you very much for coming on and talking to us for a little bit. The last individual that we have is Dr. Maureen, a Triple Diamond executive and MPB member as well. She is always fun to be around. And always be to network with as well. So we'll turn some time over to Maureen and talk to us about her experiences on these trips, the networking that you are able to do, and how it might have impacted your organization moving forward. So Maureen.
Hey, thanks, Daryl and Corey, for inviting me to come on. I have been smiling like a fool this whole time. I think most of you know my husband's name is Joaquin Cortiella. He's Puerto Rican. He was born here in the States, but his parents lived in Puerto Rico. And so I've been there a number of times. And I am just so excited. This is something that we have been thinking about for the entire 11 years that we've been with ASEA. Why won't they go to Puerto Rico? And here it is. You guys, the people, the culture, the food, the atmosphere. I don't know if you know any Puerto Rican people. They're dancing all the time. They just have just so much vitality and so much life. Colorful, beautiful, loving people. You are going to have such a great time. And these Ascent trips, I've been around so long that when they first started Ascent, you could only earn it one time. It was like a lifetime trip. And they made us jump through unbelievable hoops to get there. And then they had it just for the newer people or the lower ranks. So if you had been on Ascent or if you were qualified as a diamond, you could go, but you would have to pay for it. Y'all, I paid to go every year because that's how important this trip. I couldn't qualify, but I would pay because you get to sit at the feet of the masters, not just your corporate leaders, including Tyler, usually does some ethos training. Scott will be there. Daryl will be there. Frank, Corey, all the girls, Adela and Linda and Shelly. I mean, you get to spend time with these people, get your questions answered, and develop some personal relationships. And then field leaders, come find. We've qualified, thank goodness, because I had already bought our plane tickets. As soon as I saw we were going to Puerto Rico, went on Southwest and bought our tickets. I was like, okay, you better get qualified for this now. So now I'm just gonna try to earn some money to have for a little spending cash. But you guys, to be able to just sit there, be in the pool with Daryl, like Sherry was talking about. Maybe my husband Joaquin will give you some salsa lessons because he's an incredible dancer. So y'all, it's going to be so much fun. You're going to build relationships with your team and crossline that are going to last a lifetime. If you come on this trip, and let me tell you what, ASEA rolls out the red carpet. They do everything big. You've already seen this resort. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so much on this island to do. El Yunque, the rainforest, Old San Juan. I'm so excited that we're going there. Beautiful blue cobblestone roads. The food is amazing. Please don't miss this. Please come. I have a bunch of people on my team who, sorry, there's a gnat going by. A bunch of people on my team who are running for this because we want to go as a family. So link arms with the people on your team, see what they need to get qualified. Even if you're starting from point zero, you still have like 10 and a half weeks to get this done. You can do it. Make it a priority. Maybe go ahead and buy your tickets because you are not going to miss it. And I'll tell you what, if you do miss it, you're going to be kicking yourself because you are going to see our pictures and we are just going to have an absolute ball. So for those of you who like to be educated, you will get training like you wouldn't believe. You're going to make bonds with your friends and with your team members. You're going to have a blast. And who doesn't love a contest? And like Sherry was saying, you don't have to pay for it if you win it. So get going, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maureen, as well, for sharing with us that information. Again, you can kind of hear the teaming that happens, the ability to get together as a group with like-minded individuals who are focused on their health and focused on helping others is what we're hearing. And this is what we get to do on Ascent. We get to hear from corporate executives. We get to hear from Tyler. We get to hear from Scott. Fantastic individuals who share so much with us, and also being able to meet with these triple diamonds, ambassadors, everyone at double diamonds, everyone that gets there. You have the opportunity. You have their ear, and if you think about it, we're talking about 100 to 120 people. That's all that get there. And so you have the ear and you have opportunity to network with these individuals. One thing that that I'll end with is we have a saying of believe, belong, become. Well, there's believe, belong, become. It's part of teaming. When you can believe in individuals that are there with you, as you're becoming a leadership and having leadership, and you're believing in yourself and in believing in others, your connection, your communication, your commitment, the conditions of your organizations change, and your competence level for not only yourself as a leader, but for your organization moves. You're able to go back and move the needle. And so with that, I just want to end with that believe, belong, become. This is what this event is all about, is for you to be able to go through those steps and go back to your organizations with a higher level of competency and a deeper conviction, a deeper connection to corporate staff and to those who you've been participating with in this event. Don't miss it. we're a little bit more than halfway, but a lot of you have plenty of time left to qualify as well. Looking forward to reaching out and contacting each one of you. And again, thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate you taking out this time to talk with us and listen to this huge event that's going to be happening in May. So thank you very much, everybody.